Hey, what up, guys? My name is Austin. Welcome to Get Out of Bed. Today, I want to share with you something very personal that I went through in my 20s, which was very deep drug addiction. You know, we're talking heroin, we're talking coke, we're talking everything, right? Pills, all that stuff, fentanyl. I was there. I was in Skid Row, 3 a.m., trying to pick it up, dealing heroin on the streets of Portland, Oregon, and God knows what else. A lot of stuff I won't reveal, but so I want to kind of not to glamorize anything, because there's like the most horrible lifestyle ever, and you have to really do a lot of work to build yourself back up. So I'm not glamorizing that at all. But if anybody's in there, anybody you know who's in that, then this video might be for them. Also, this video is for you if you're just struggling with normal, regular bad habits like pornography or overeating or indulging in too much Netflix. Because what I found is that it's all very similar. Even though mine was a bit more extreme, I actually found that those habits are all interrelated. So this is why I'm doing these videos and helping people to see that, hey, your habits are, we're all really struggling with kind of the same thing. So that's kind of good news. And I'm going to today show you, because I've been through these struggles very deep, I also know how to break free from them and get out of them. So I'm going to show you 5 recommendations, that I've used to get out of these things. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to show you our free, 100% free community where I have free classes, free exercises, and once I get more members in there, I'm going to do free coaching calls and stuff, because I love this stuff and I want to get this out to you guys. So number 1, this is Ibogaine. Ibogaine is a very different type of treatment. This is like something that I did because it was out of desperation. I was either going to die probably from an overdose or do something very extreme, because nothing for me was working. I tried rehabs, tried all that stuff. So what I did, I flew down to Mexico City where it's legal to actually do this treatment, and then went up in the mountains, pretty crazy, landed there, and then I took this treatment, and this treatment is like 24 hours long, and you take this pill. It's a root from Africa, so it's very strong medicine. And then after that, you're going through all of your traumas, you're going through everything, your whole life review, and at the same time, it's detoxifying your body because you're going through detox. It's an intense experience. A lot of people do use it for psychoanalysis too. So if they've had sexual trauma, if they've had any kind of traumas or abuses or whatever, or very complicated stuff. I had some kind of weird, complicated things going on, but yeah, it can help you with that. So if you're binge eating or watching too much Netflix, this might not be the thing for you, but who knows? It's definitely for your own research, and it's definitely for you to really make sure that you're with a professional. If you do decide to do this, do a lot of research. Do like a year of research, really, before you decide this is the right thing. Number 2, and these is Wim Hof Breath Work. And actually, I found these at the exact same time, literally the next day after my Ibogaine experience. During the Ibogaine experience, my breath was going crazy, up and down, so deep. I felt like a superhuman. I found the Wim Hof Breath Work video, breathing technique, that next day, and I started doing that, and I started showing people in the rehab, the aftercare rehab that I went to as well. It's a whole nother long story, but I started showing people the breath work. And it was incredible how people, were reacting so well to it. They felt better than, I had one person tell me, man, that feels better than when I did crack cocaine, So it's like, that's interesting, and your whole body feels great. So I really teach that daily. This is great if you're struggling with pornography, if you're struggling with watching too much Netflix or whatever the bad habit is, or emotional overeating, right? You're trying to cover something up emotionally that you're not feeling satisfied. Well, this really fills in a lot of that if you do it right, and if you really get used to it and you start doing that Wim Hof breath work. Man, it's amazing stuff. Check out some of my other videos. I do have, I'll put a link here of some of the other videos I have for Wim Hof breath work. Okay, number 3 is gym. So gym and cardio, working out, this stuff has really helped me to get my dopamine levels back and feeling great, sweating, just getting in good physical shape helps so much to give you a baseline. It's not everything, and you can kind of get addicted to that, and like, hey, but it's a better addiction than whatever else you might be doing. So yeah, with the gym, I love it. I love putting on my music. I'm kind of a weirdo, I'll get in there. I used to be kind of too weird. I put like my face cloth over me and just put on the headphones, and I go so into it and get it like this high. But I did what I needed to do to feel good. So but yeah, that's really helped me. Cardio, high intensity cardio. I just did some just now earlier, and it just gets your dopamine back up, especially when you're struggling with those bad habits. And then it's a lot easier to conquer those when the temptations do come, because that's really what you're battling, right? It's not so much the quitting, that's kind of the easy part, but the maintaining is the other part, and that means living a healthier lifestyle with gym and doing some of these other recommendations I'm going to tell you. Number 4 is eating healthier. So although I am not perfect at it, I once in a while still have a hamburger and stuff here and there. However, my wife, thanks to my wife and the Peruvian lifestyle down here, more organic, I've had a lot of access to good food, and that's definitely helped a lot, for me to stabilize whatever issues I had. And I know, like in the States, it's a little bit harder to get access to organic food and stuff, but it's not impossible. You can go to Costco, pick up the quinoa rice with lentils, and stuff like that, and buy the organic meat. It very much is possible. You just might have to cook at home a bit more, but this stuff really helps. Also, cooking at home is kind of a ritual. If you're so used to eating hamburgers and stuff, it really lowers your vibe. And you're way more susceptible to addictions, because it's like you're eating that food that's lowering you, and it's like you're on that level of addictions, and you're constantly trying to get that fix as well with the bad foods, the fast foods and stuff. Hey, it's okay once in a while, I get it, but if that's all you're eating, definitely I would highly recommend introducing some new power foods. Juicing as well, you can get high off of juicing. You can drink carrot juice and stuff in the morning, beet juice, just that in the morning with fasting, and you're like super duper man or woman, whatever. Yeah, it's good stuff. And last is having a life purpose, having your true life purpose, knowing what you're doing, every day. Like, you have at least this higher goal, and it doesn't have to be, can even be a 5 or a 10-year goal, just having sort of an outcome, having a dream that you want to fulfill. You want to close that gap in your life, but at least having that, for me, it really changed, like, meeting my wife and seeing some visions of having a family, stuff that I didn't really think about before in my 20s. And it really helped me to get some motivation, get my act together. And also, my business here, this get out of bed thing, my plans of exporting organic foods to other countries from here in Peru, and just like having these visions and stuff. And hey, nothing happens overnight, that's for sure. It takes a while. Building a YouTube channel, building an Instagram page, none of that stuff's easy, but it's like, chipping away at it and giving you some purpose every day. Whatever yours is, find out what that is. Find out what you love. Because if you don't, it's just going to keep, your life is going to keep stagnant. You're not going to really know. And pick something for now, because you might just pick one thing, and that's okay. It's not going to be the exact thing that you're in 5 years from now, but hey, you're going to be on your path. Like for me, a couple years ago, I just started doing remote work, customer service and sales, living remotely. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was working carpentry down here, barely making any money in Peru, kind of broke. And that was a struggle. So then I got a computer and started learning, how to do this, how to make YouTube videos. I was like not even at all, I was so embarrassed in front of the camera, I couldn't do any of that. And now, things are working out, they're getting better. And so that's what I would suggest. These 5 things that's what's helped me personally. Is it going to help you? I don't know. But one of them might, and I hope one of them does. Lastly, too, on the community, I have a school community, SKOOL, so 100% free community. Right now it is. I don't know how it's going to be in a year from now, but whoever's the founding members now, it will always be free for you. So I do suggest you get in there and check out some of the courses that I have. Morning workouts course. There's other stuff for men specifically on how to retain their seeds and to not completely lose their energy every day. And so I guess got some real cool stuff on there, and it's going to be building. It's going to be like a community. We'll be able to communicate so you're not feeling isolated and stuff too. And then also I'll be having coaching calls throughout the week. Breath work, coaching calls on how to overcome these bad habits. And then later on I'll have an app too. Actually, I do have it, but that's sort of I might bring on some test clients for free for you guys, to test that out, like accountability. If you're really struggling with something, I'll be able to, text you and then give you some alternatives that you can do that day instead of doing the bad habit. You know what I mean? So so that's about it, you guys. Thanks for listening, and be sure to like, please, the page. That really helps, so we can get and help more people out of some of these issues. So. And then you'll be a part of growing the channel. You can, so that'll be cool. Comment and, all that stuff. All right. Peace. You guys have a good rest of your weekend and week and all that. Peace. Bye.